From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run with Clement. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Willie Henry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This is Hines, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And caught right side, Green. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A run, it's Clement. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit. And make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Look at the spin.
Balance.
They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Jackson dancing to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gun!
3rd and goal, Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Watch it now, Barney!
This This is Clement. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff for Dixon. And running with power here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And some room to work. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Dancing away at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. From the gun, Jackson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson will throw again. Buying time is left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. It's caught by Moncrief. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. A dump off for Dixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
On the give, this is Dixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back now in Cincinnati. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now here come the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On second down, Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Gun.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll go option to the short. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, here's Dixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A run by Dixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. 2nd
and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 3rd down, it's Dixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.